a meteorologist, but it's raining bitches right now.
There is no intro to this video, so let's just get into it. Here we go. The other day, I experienced a guy, one of my friends who was in my class. I experienced him fumble the craziest bag of all time. And personally, I just don't like seeing people fumble. It just doesn't sit right with me because me personally, I don't fumble like that. So I've seen him fumble. I'll explain the scenario and the situation that happened. He came up to us because we just came out of class. He's like, I like this girl. We're like, okay, well, you like this bitch. Okay, right? And he points out the girl that he likes. So we all see this girl and we're like, oh yeah, wow, cool. And then he's like, I'm afraid to talk to her because he was nervous. We told him to do this step by step because in a friend group, because she was with a bunch of her friends, with girls, if she's with her friends, right? And if she's in the friend group with like other girls, don't just cold approach it. It's just not gonna work, bro. What we told him to do was to walk up to this girl. No, was to call up the friend. Always call up the ugly friend. Because if you call up just her, you're gonna fumble. Or if you're gonna approach it, that's an L game for you, buddy. Like, you're just not gonna succeed with that. So he called over the ugly friend, right? It's like, come here, right? And then she came over. Then we told her the situation, like, oh yeah, he liked her. So then he went to the friend group and they all just started giggling. So I was like in my head, bro might fumble this, bro might have fumbled it. But I had high hopes. So then he was like, oh, no, I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go talk to her. Because she called him. She said, you come here and say what you want. He went over and spoke to her. And then she asked him, I think it was, are you asking for my Snapchat or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, yeah. Which I think, personally, was the wrong thing to do. What he should have done was, when he went to that moment, just created some type of conversation diverting away from like saying, I want your Snapchat. If he had diverted the conversation from that, it would have 100% or like 95%, 85% chance of working. Fellas, listen to me. You don't want to do that. And then when he came back to us, he was just feeling down and just calling himself ugly, blah, blah, blah. Fellas, you're never uglier than a bitch. Don't ever think that you're uglier than the girl. No, the girl gotta know that your pimping is up. If she says no, she definitely lost a blessing with you. You don't have to be a 10-10 looking guy. All you gotta do is just have personality, some bits of looks, and some like persona about you. Today, I got a little questionnaire. What's the secret to catching attention without being too obvious? Firstly, you really want to rock up the eye contact, look at her, and then wait for her to look at you back. But don't just stand there and just glance, because that's just not going to work. Or you can do this. Hop around, do some weird shit like you have autism. Start glitching out like this, and then she's going to look at you. And her friends, whatever, whoever she's with, she's going to start giggling and noticing you doing all of that. And then once you see that she notices, that's where you chill. And then you go speak to her. Me, personally, I wouldn't do that second bit, but like the first bit, yeah. How do you level up in life so you're not stuck in the same place when it comes to both success and girls? In this situation, it's pretty simple. As a guy, you should already know that who you are as a person, that's the only part that matters. In your mindset, that you got to level up. Whatever you're doing, you just have to level up. You just have to be 10 times better than the next person. Of course, there's going to be someone who's going to be better than you, but you're just going to have to better yourself. And with girls, don't lack the confidence. But you should know, as a guy, you should be just focusing on yourself, gaining confidence first, that you need to get your grind up, money up, not your funny up, and don't fuck around when the hoes are around. How do you make sure you're not focused on your goals without getting too distracted by other girls? Block everyone in your life. If you have people around you that have bad energy, then you're just gonna distract yourself over from other girls, because obviously they're just gonna be talking about how I fucked this girl, I fucked that girl, I did this with this bitch, I did that with that bitch. You just want to hang around positive people. That's how you're gonna focus on your grind. Like, if you have a best friend as a dude, stay with him if his mind is focused on gaining success. Don't then bring in new people or jump around in new circles, because that's just gonna distract you from your goal. And like, if you don't want to get distracted by women, just don't think about that, because if you're focused just on you, working on yourself, like getting your bread up, whatever, you're just not gonna get the chance to be distracted. But that just depends. If you love hoes, nigga, you love hoes, just give them the assignment because they want dick in mouth. What's the key to keeping your game tight without coming off as too eager or try hard? Me personally, what I do, I don't try to act nonchalant. I'm just myself. So I see, if I want a girl, I have to create some sort of friendship first. Then I'll be putting in hints saying, okay, I want her, but that's just once in a while. I'll say something like smooth or whatever, or something, change the conversation from a friendship to more of a, I want to fuck this bitch. If it's someone who I don't like, then off the bat, I'm just gonna let her know that, okay, I'm just trying to fuck. How do you know when you've got your finances in the right place to start thinking about something more serious? I wouldn't know because I have not reached that point of saying, oh yeah, I'm up on the finances. But I'm still on the road to get my money up, right? I think when you know, you will know. Because hoes, they'll just start leaning towards you. Life just starts to act different. People around you gonna start act different. Your bank account is gonna start looking different. A lot of things about you is just gonna change. What's the best way to come across as confident without seeming like you're just faking it? The confidence, bitch, it's just gotta come off natural. Learn how to small talk. How do you attract what you want without chasing too hard or looking too desperate? Shit. Just don't try too hard, nigga. Like, relax. How do you avoid the trap of focusing too much on either money or girls and end up missing on both? I think you should invest your time in multiple different things. So you should have a main target and then you should have mini targets. That's just going to keep you busy. And chat, that's the whole point. Take these steps and always remember that the girl, she want dick in mouth. So if she says no, bro, take that shit on the chin. And if she's with a friend group, always remember, call the fat, ugly bitch to come over. Just focus on yourself, buddy.